I'm Dr. Max Hawkins with Alltech, Mycotoxin Management Team, North America. And basically what we're going to visit here just briefly about is our new 37 plus Mycotoxin Analysis Program. With our 37 plus program that's maintained in our lab in Kentucky, we can test for and report 38 toxins for their presence and levels that are in feed. We do feed ingredients, we do complete feeds. I guess we prefer to do complete feeds because we're more concerned about the total amount of toxin that's presented to the animals on a daily basis. Our lab utilizes LC-MS technology. In other words, we have two mass specs hooked in tandem, so we can fragment down to very finite amounts. All of our toxins are reported in parts per billion. We break these out into families of toxins, so we can cover aflatoxins, ochratoxins, trichothecenes, both type B and type A, fumonisins, zearalenone, penicilliums, other aspergillus and ergot toxins. The main thing that we want to do, and when we report these back, is that we don't just provide a sheet of numbers and then have people analyze it themselves. We will put these out to where we show the level that's present, what risk that falls into, whether it's a low risk, medium, or high risk. And then we will also put it into somewhat of a colored bar chart so that it's a little bit more visual. It's a little easier to identify what that risk threat is. We put some recommendations with that as to what those threats, those toxins could represent, and also how we would go about to remediate that situation, either whether that's through some reformulation or through a control program. So the Mycotoxin 37 Plus program is not a unique program. There are other labs that have this technology, but we've taken it a couple of at least 2 steps further, and by being able to analyze for and report the presence of 38 different toxins, put that into what type of risk that represents to the livestock that it's being fed to, and then how we would go about to remediate that situation. The thing that we look at in terms of why we include 38 toxins, we're looking at toxins that anything that can represent a toxic threat to the animal. And our technology with the LC-MS technology allows us to look for certain toxins that other labs cannot pick up because they're masked or conjugated toxins. So we can identify that. With some labs you might get a number back just for DON. And that is just for DON, but it wouldn't be for the other DON toxins like 3-acetyl or 15-acetyl or DON-3 glucoside, which they can identify, but yet those represent DON risk threat to the animal. So whereas some labs may be underestimating that toxic threat, we want to be able to break this down, look at it more in depth and more finitely to get a better handle on a true estimate or a truer estimate of total toxic threat to the animals that this is being fed to.
This video is brought to you by Farms.com.